Hey y'all, I'm back. Shout out to the Rarity collection. If that set didn't come out, I would not be playing this game anymore. But yeah, made everything extremely cheap. I actually have not even been playing the game recently, but Rarity collection's out. I topped an event. It was just like a medium-sized event. It was a box tournament for the Rarity collection. And I asked my buddies, hey, everything's cheap now, what do I play? And they told me to play Floowandereeze. So I'm gonna show you this budget Floowandereeze deck that I got second place with. And I'm gonna walk you guys through what my thought processes were, right? So, of course, we have triple Rabina, triple Eagle, Talk, and Stree. Now, if you guys have kept up with the channel, you know I've been playing this deck for a long time. I've done pretty well at regionals with it. I've done well on online events as well. I think this is like the perfect ratio to go about. I don't think you should be playing much more, much less. Of course, you want to max out on these. I've seen people play 2 Stree, 2 Talk, and 1 of the other one. I don't think you need to go overboard. Honestly, you don't want to see too many birds. This is just a deck where you want to see one of these and possibly one of these and you're good. Yeah, other than that, I think this is basically like the perfect ratio. And then for the tribute summons, the thing I wanted to get on. If you've also kept up with the channel, you know that I used to play double Ryza and I didn't play Apex Avian. Now, today what I realized is that I really wish I had more Apex Avians. This is something definitely I want to test out more in the future. Not playing more of this, of course, but learning to prioritize this over Ryza. Back in tier format, you'd like to go Ryza just so that you can keep manipulating the graveyard and keep out on your board. That didn't come up much today. This is actually the last card I searched. Usually priority list when MPen, Avian, Mega Monarch. It used to be MPen, Mega Monarch, Avian, but then it just became not Avian. We cut it. But yeah, this card just very much overperformed today. Same thing with MPen. I actually think I've summoned MPen more today than I ever did in the past. Like, just ending on double MPen is just a win con against Rescue Ace. Being able to get into wins, I'm going to get more into wins when I go over that card again as well. I just think that this card is better now than it has been for a very, very, very long time. It's just an FTK against Unchained. It's so good into every matchup. I just can't really sing its praises more. I remember playing this deck back in old tier format and just thinking that this card was like, okay, you just kind of had to put it up. No, this is my dog now. Like, I am an MPen lover. MPen and I went on that enemies to lovers arc, and we're definitely ending up on a honeymoon here soon. He is my boy. And then triple dimension shifter. This card was okay. I don't think this card's as good as it was before. Of course, you know, I love me my shifter decks. I think this card is very, very good. That's why I have to play the common so I can just trigger my opponent a little bit more. But I don't think it's as good as people are trying to make it out to seem right now. Yeah, I don't think this carries Floowandereeze as much as people like to say it does. Like, is it a turn skip against some decks? Yeah. But is it as much as people like to give it shit for? No, I don't think so. It is degen, though. I don't know why it's not banned. And then we're going to get into Flunder spells. This was the best card in my deck all day. Unexplored Winds was insane. My buddy got first place at a regional playing 2 of this. Low key, I think he's right for that. I want to see this card so much more than I was able to. Map, again, is Map. It's one of the best field spells in the game. Floowandereeze and Advent and Adventure. I didn't get to use it to tag out from anything today. I low-key was just more scared of thrust decks, if anything, today. And just because like thrust decks are so popular in my area, I didn't think this card was as useful as it could have been. I almost won in time with it. That was nice. But that's really it. This card's still fantastic, though. I would not play anything less than 3. Shout out to the Rarity collection for making Pot of Prosperity affordable. Pot of Duality. In the past, I have played Extravagance. I low-key think Extravagance is really good. I just wanted to try it without it today, and it just didn't come up. I just think using those Extrav spots for more non-engine is worth it. So yeah, we just played the 6 pots. Triple Dark Ruler No More. This is a card I didn't really think about. Shout out to the guy who topped YCS Indianapolis with the Rescue Ace deck, playing, what was it? With the Ashados deck, I think it was. He said that he wished that he mained 3 of this. And I started thinking about it, like, why would you do that? I'm like, no, this card is like actually like nuts. So yeah, this card was crazy all day. I'm a big fan of it. Triple Book of Moon. Shout out to Ben for this idea. So what I was thinking about was playing all 1-for-1 cards, because I can just keep out advantaging my opponent. So this was actually initially Chalices, and this was Book of Moons. And then my buddy Chandler was like, no, don't be dumb. Like, you want to play more blowouts. So we just kept Book of Moon in just because it helps you dodge other disruptions. Book of Moon was good all day. I don't think it was bad. Like, at the end of the day, Book of Moon is Book of Moon. And the interactions you get from booking your opponent's cards is just so valuable. So I'm a big fan. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. At the end of the day, this is still technically a locals. So you kind of want to like blow them out, like blow their back out. You know what I mean? I'm always here to blow my homies' backs out. But yeah, this card's really good. I didn't resolve it at all today, but it's really good. Terraforming. You want to search map. Low key, if I go second, I kind of side it out. I know you're not really supposed to, but I'm giving the game away. I'm not the best at this game, but I think if it comes down to it, it's not a bad side out. And then for the traps, triple evenly matched. This was a card I was very on and off about. There were times that my opponent would like blow up all my cards, like you get rid of my map and everything. I just have a set card and I'm like, okay, battle phase. Hit him with evenly matched, just psych him out. It's a good bluff set. It's really good against Rescue Ace. It's really good against a lot of matchups. The card's not bad. This actually very much overperformed today. I did not expect that too. Yeah, I kind of want to check this card out more. Like, if I were to do more testing, I'd test without it. But into Rescue Ace in particular, this card is just fantastic. 1 Dreaming Town. I was testing 2. I played 2 all week. I thought this was fine as one of. I was definitely misplaying it. I could have added it back a lot more times, but I was, again, the Book of Moon effect on this card comes up way more now than it did before. This deck is very different than it was during Pure format, which was the last time I played it. And it just feels so nice. Like, shout out Empath. I would show the extra deck, but it's just all just like random cards. Like, you never go into here. Except, okay, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. There are some cards you do want to play. You do want to play Typhon, because there's sometimes when you're breaking a board, you can't just do it with a flu card. So you can go a normal Robina and then turn it into a Typhon and then out an entire board. That's really good. You can't activate the effect of Robina when you do that, by the way, because then you're cheating. But yeah, it's very, very nice to break a board like that. I'm a fan. I think there's an interaction where it says, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Is it Facebook, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure it says, like, the turn you activate this, you can't do anything. So if you try to play an Apo, you could Rabina effect, then negate with Apo, overlay into Typhon, you're fine. I double check that though. I don't want to make it seem like I'm lying, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's worded. I'm not trying to read while I have a camera in front of me. I don't want y'all to know how illiterate I am. But Typhon is needed. Typhon and Zeus. The Zeus package, Typhon. That's all you fucking need. Everything else. Into my side deck. Triple Harpy Thunderstorm. It's flu. Like, this is the reason you play the deck. I did not resolve this at all today, and I was still cooking everybody. My only loss was to my buddy on Unchained. I just bricked. It's a flu hand. You're playing Monarchs in 2023. Like, come on. This deck is crazy. Because we're showing off the traps. Triple D Barrier. I thought this card was really good all day. It's really good in the Pearly. Pearly is like a weird matchup. Yeah, this card's just crazy. I see a lot of people say weird stuff about this because this is flu. But the thing is, like, if you're going second, you just nib them. And then, oh, cool, now you get to play. So I think this card is defensible in flu. Double Ash Blossom. I don't think you need it anymore. This is kind of a flex spot. I low-key wish I was playing different cards. I don't have talents. I don't have thrusts. I don't have any of those other like really good cards. If I had thrusts, my Harpies would be my main. But sadly, I am broke, so this list will have to suffice, and I think it's still really good. But if I had those, these would not be my list. I didn't know this card was at 2. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all pimps. I thought this was a 3 of. Until someone was like, why are you playing 3 of that? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I have a play set. I'm like, no, a play set's 2. Like, you're crazy. There's no way this card's at 2. Whose idea was that? But this card's goated. I really like this card. And then double Cosmic Cyclone. Basically, you just want like 5 cards for back row. So you have the Harpies, you have the 2 Storm, and you have the 2 Cosmics. In theory, it's really good. You're always just gonna see one in your opening hand, and I did. So yeah, that's the deck. I'm a real big fan of Flu. I think this deck is good in the most matchups. Like in the Rescue Ace, if you set up double M-Pen, you kind of just won the game. Talents, thrust, and all that, you don't really care. Okay, no, you do care about it, but you put them on it because you're just better. But if you have the Apex Avian set up, you're fine. You're cooking them. But that's really everything. I think it's also like in terms, like I might like make a video on prioritization with Flu, because that's one thing I do see people messing up with a lot on this deck, where this deck is low-key more skill intensive than people like to give it credit for. It's not the fact I don't think this deck is easy. This deck is very, very easy. But it's kind of the same thing as Cashed Hero, right? Where it's like, why were some people doing well with Cashed Hero and other weren't? It's just prioritization. The deck plays differently than other combo decks, other random decks. It's Drytron. Like, this is just Drytron on crack. But you're normal summoning, and they're birds, and they're really cute. So yeah, that's the deck profile. This is my budget deck. Second place, only 1 loss of the day, and it was to a brick. Every game I got to play, I basically won. Yeah, no game 3s all day. It's either cook or get cooked with this deck. If you know how to play this deck properly, you should not lose. I personally think that every good player in this game should have a pocket Flu deck. But that's just me. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, let me know what you want to see. Peace out.